Bună dimineața România, bună dimineața București și bine v-am găsit, dragii mei, la un nou episod din Fallout 4. Gata, putem să ieșim? Cred că da. Te prostești. Așa, l-am omorât pe Kellogg, fraților. Și trebuie să ne întoarcem acăsică. Toai, ce? Ăștia sunt Brotherhood of Steel? Ale invertibirds. Ale invertibirds. The Brotherhood of Steel. Cât de șmecher, frate. Military frequency AF95 signal found. Nu. În ce direcție se duc? Se duc cumva înspre Diamond City? Cred că se duc înspre Diamond City. 2 secunde să mă întorc până la bază. Să-mi las că am inventarul plin și revenim. Bun, mă, fraților, hai că am eliberat inventarul. Hai să vedem în primul rând. Deci, cred că trebuie să ajungem aici, la police station, dar hai ca să ne asigurăm totuși. Reportul Paladin Dance, ok, și ăsta trebuie să vorbesc. Deci ăsta e principal quest-ul. Ăsta nu mă interesează. Ok, reportul Paladin Dance. Bun. Am impresia că... Ia. Este ceva? Absolut nimic. Ok. Hai să vorbim cu Paladin Dance. Ce faci, bă, băie? Tu ești? Tu ești, nu ești, hă? Ăsta e altul. Ăsta e altul în armură full. Brotherhood Scribe Initiate. Mamă, s-au umplut ăștia pe aici. Fii atent, fii atent. Mi-e frică. Mi-e frică. Uite-l, mamă, ca la tata. Not exactly so.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Ooh.
Who's Elder Maxon?
Maxon is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Ce ciudat mi se pare să vorbească despre nava aia. Nu. Ce ciudat mi se pare să vorbească despre nava aia așa ca fiind o ea. Aha, bine. Hai, mă. Board the vertibirds, yeah. Ce șmecher.
I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals.
Pot să-mi folosesc vațul de aici? Cât de șmecher.
The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive.
Tare mi-e frică. Vorbește el de acest Elder. Să nu fie cine știe ce fake. Un țopăr la ceva.
Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter ensures our victory.
Da. Iete!
We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead.
Ce ești
We'll be
nebun?
meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
Mitică tată e situația! Prydwen, ce ciudat nume, mâncați de sfârșitul. Bă, dar nu prea se vede. E o ceață așa, nu știu. Se vede nava, abia se vede în panul meu. Vreau să zici că e un alien, un OZN. Să sperăm că nu e plin cu helium. Opa, văd un vertibird acolo.
There she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
O vede? Mama, ia învârte-mă mult. Vreau să apăs E, dar mi-e frică. Gata, cred că ne-a prins, da, ne-a prins cu brațul. Ha, ha. Așa, pot să apăs E? Am apăsat E. Da, deci imediat ce am apăsat E am sărit de acolo. Cât de tare.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
And what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine, not a relic from the past playing catch-up with the rest of the world. If Dance hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Accepting outsiders like yourself has proven disastrous in the past. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Gata să trăiți, ce să mai.
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel in the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
Nope.
I don't have
Gata.
any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Mamă, frate, mâncați-a sufletul. Ce-ai găsit, mă? Ce-ai găsit, mă? Ce-ai găsit, mă? Ia, hai să vedem ce-ai găsit. Putem să vărăm chestii de pe aici? Bune, omoară ăștia, bă. Stai să dăm un F5. Înainte. Ce-ai găsit, tata? E, te desfan. Calibru 50. Do not mind if I do. Nu mă interesează pistolul. Hai să-l fărăm și pe ăsta dacă tot am venit până aici. Ha, bă, că până urci tu mâncați sufletul. Gata, nu mai las-o. Las. Hai să mergem să vorbim cu Max ăsta, domne, că pare om important. Uite-te la el. Ce stai, mă, Cine te supără, mă? Eu uite la el acolo cum stă și mă așteaptă. Hai să nu-i ținem.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction, and most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute, a malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad victoriam.
Până și câinele a lăsat.
Ad victoriam.
Ad victoriam!
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
You don't care, I can see that. Am salvat înainte, nu?
If you cared about them, you'd leave them to their own devices.
Leaving them to their own devices is what reduced this metropolis to ruins in the first place. I'm a bit surprised that you don't realize that by now.
I hope this isn't another Brotherhood morals lecture.
Not at all. In fact, it's clear from Paladin Dance's report that you understand our core values. He feels you've become quite an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
Okay. What? What the hell? Mamă, deci m-am luat o durere ca fix acum.
Something amiss, Initiate?
Parcă eram Knight.
I don't care about ranks.
Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to get used to it. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Ok.
We're getting a 3% Z-tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
Cine vorbește, mă? Foarte aiurea, foarte aiurea. Deci mă așteptam, chiar m-am luat de el tocmai în ideea că să fiu... Că să-i văd reacție, dar de fapt n-a fost absolut nicio reacție acolo. Nu a contat alegerea mea. Nu trebuie să ajung.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Da.
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Maxon's age.
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
Ce înseamnă charity? În ce sens era înainte cu charity? Ok, hai să da.
He sounds pretty delusional to me. You don't actually buy everything he's saying, do you?
You shouldn't judge Maxon on his words alone. His actions prove his sincerity. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxon is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Da, cred că aici practic să înlocuim pe Mitică cu el. Hai să vedem.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Ok, și îl trimitem pe Mitică la Sanctuary. Yep. Pa, bă, Mitică, bă! Level up, level up. De data asta, level up. O să mergem pe mâna mândrei și o să punem în carisma. Pentru că am înțeles că o să avem nevoie de carisma. Tocmai ca să-l salvăm pe capsamanul ăsta. Așa, hai să vedem cu cine trebuie să vorbim.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Meeting the crew.
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's...
Mamă, dar ăsta a dat raportul la toată lumea?
I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Da, nu. N-am nevoie, nu vreau să nu.
What exactly is a research patrol?
Simply put, we send a small two-man team to scout a location and evaluate its technical and historical relevance. Saves us from sending an entire retrieval team to a worthless location.
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
If you want my help, just ask already.
I wasn't aware you were interested, Knight. As
Păi
you
nu
patrol
sunt.
the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Ad Victoriam. Da, nu ne interesează să strângem nimic. Ce? Tongs. Ok, deci cred că putem să furăm chestii de pe aici. În ce direcție e următorul? Aha.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Ce? Nu.
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer.
Deci o să-l mint pe ăsta. Numai de-al naibii.
As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Da. Voltex screening.
My father said I used to sit way too close to the television.
The television? Wait a second. Let me check my notes here. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand.
Sigur.
Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with
Da.
a person confirmed
Da.
to be carrying
Da.
communicable disease?
Câțiva șocăți.
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Well, you don't appear to be suffering from any long-term ill effects, so I'll assume you haven't. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Ok.
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
Da.
I suppose so.
Good enough. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Jesus, poți să-i fur ăsta din față? Mă lasă să-i fur? Nu mă lasă să-i fur, nu? Buff out apples, really? Pe asta e așa. Așa. N-am nimic aici nevoie. No, bun, hai să... What the... Bone cutter. Buff out... Medex. Da, mă, nu am. Și așa nu le folosesc. Așa. Știu un pisu! Lisu, de ce ai tu ochii așa morți? Și zombolatici. Zombolatici, ăsta e un cuvânt? E un cuvânt, nu? Bun, hai să vedem următoarea persoană pe care trebuie să o interogăm.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mirelurk.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. There it is. Not what I was expecting. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Charm school.
You should add teaching charm school lessons to the list.
Sorry to disappoint you, but when you're as busy as I am, there isn't much time for bowing and curtsying. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Așa, mission legs, I understand, I only know this, getting around well. Ce înseamnă? I understand și I hardly know, înțeleg, ok. Dar mission legs, missing legs. Missing legs! Opa, stai așa.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Most people in your condition would have given up. I just wanted to hear your story.
Sure. What the hell? I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the capital wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
Who were you fighting?
Super mutants.
Ooh.
The damn things had wrangled a couple of behemoths and were marching on our main base of operations. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Sunt foarte curios. Ești nebun? Cât de tare! Deci nu, deci n-aș fi văzut.
Oh, this frame is driving me crazy. Got like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
Cât, stai să salvăm că n-am mai salvat de mult și așa. Că bravo, mă, deci asta chiar a meritat.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
I promised.
Not really here to chit-chat. I had orders to meet the crew.
Rules, rules, rules. Everyone around here is so obsessed with the damn rules. I hope you're not another one of those by-the-book military types. And this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
So if I'm out of caps, I guess I'll just defeat the enemy with my bare hands.
There's plenty of spare ammo and equipment all over the ship. You can help yourself to anything you can find. Everything in here is a bit more specialized.
Cât de tare.
The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
Nu, nu.
Caps on the side, huh? Doesn't sound like official military business to me.
Well, it is, and it isn't.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms.
Interacting.
And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Vreau să-mi scot arma 3. 3 am zis. Da, corect, nu mai am. Stai așa. Asta vreau pe 3. Ok. Aia nu e capul. N-am nevoie de tine.
Maybe later?
All right.
N-am nevoie, vreau să mă uit la ea. Asta e din Fallout 3. Nu era pe coperta DVD-ului de la Fallout 3? Și e nucleară.
What can I get for you today?
Nimic, lasă-mă în pace. Așa. Hai să vedem ce quest-uri. Show no mercy, meet with, așa, reunions, asta, pâinii mei. Bun, meet with Elder Maxon. Hai, domnule, să vedem în ce direcție este acest Elder Maxon. M-ar interesa totuși. M-ar interesa totuși. A zis că... Care dintre astea ai zis că e a mea? Nu... Cred că asta e a mea, nu? Da, aia e a mea de acolo. Bun. Hai să intrăm în ea, zic eu. Hehehe. Pom, pom. Aș pre... Ok. No, bun, hai că ne-a zis ceva de aici. Tegan.
Tegan, can I help you with anything?
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
Stock. Da, nu, n-am nici cea mai vagă idee. Bun, hai să mergem.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridman's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Sigur, hai.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with supermutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign.
Nici nu pot să cred. Cât de... Ce prostie, în mijlocul unui furtuni și mi-arată un ecran negru în puii mei. Oh, Jesus.
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Board the vertibird gunship. Băi, înainte de chestia asta, aș vrea să stăm un pic, pur și simplu, ca să treacă furtuna asta blestemată.